Good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch. I'm the CEO of Worldprofit. Today is it's the 20th of December, 2024, almost Christmas. I will be on after Christmas, so before the Christmas, Merry Christmas to everyone. I'll be here before New Year, of course. A little bit about Worldprofit. We've had a lot of people upgrade to our silver program and platinum this month. So I'm happy to say that. So welcome to all of you. And I was asked a good question. Somebody in the chat room said, hey, what do I do if I can't show up? 9 a.m. doesn't work for me. I just said, well, go to the YouTube channel. You can watch every one of the workshops. And if you have a question, just put it into support and I'll answer it at the next boot camp live. That way, even though you can't attend, at least you could have your question addressed, or if you can make the time, come in to a live workshop. And that'll be easy to do, easy to handle for you. So again, a little bit about Worldprofit. We've been online now for over 30 years. We've established ourselves in 1994 on a kitchen table. We had I believe I had a little desktop computer back then, a little fax on demand system that I was doing, and I was kind of going towards bulletin board systems and things like that. The internet happened by accident. I was just looking in the paper one day and it said Alberta SuperNet. And I said, I wonder what that is. Back in the military, I was a military pilot. My last tour was as a jet instructor. And I joined the military to get a free education. It was at Royal Military College here in Canada. Same as West Point, they get you in there because they say, we'll give you a free degree. And all of you should probably know that getting a degree in university is expensive. So if you can get one for free, that's cool. And then if you can fly around in jet aircraft, kind of a fun job to have. Anyways, the internet was an accident. I just went to the company and I walked right in. They had a couple of machines and they asked me to set them up with a phone dial-in system because they're having problems. And I said, guess what? I've got time. So I figured it out. And that's what started the whole thing. And then we started to take orders for web pages a couple months later. And here we are today teaching you based on all of the things that worked for us. These techniques and things go back over 20 years now. They haven't changed. And you might think, well, the internet's changed. Well, not really. It hasn't changed in one simple way. Just the way you walk down the street and you see signs, Christmas sale, boots on sale, 50% off. It's all the same. It's just marketing. And the web pages that you see are mostly just about that if people are trying to sell things. The secret, though, is, well, let's do it on the cheap. Let's not pay a lot of money to do it. And that's where Worldprofit comes in. We have a platform that supports any program that you're in. I mean, you get a website, and on the website, you can put whatever you want. And you can have all kinds of plugins, and we've got newsletter systems, we've got prospect emailer systems, all kinds of things to handle the leads that you generate for any program. We're going to teach you using our program, however, since you've joined it. So I want you to get to lesson 3 and stay on that lesson for at least 3 weeks and do the promotion and start signing people up. There are literally over 100 good websites that allow you to promote for free. They've been there for over a decade. They do work, and we'll talk about that. The top menu is where you get started under the training link, or on the left-hand side of your page when you log in, there's a Start Here button. Just click that and watch that first video to get set up. And the second video is the one where you're going to learn how to join sites, copy ads, post ads, and repeat that process. Okay, so that's very important because these sites are free. They don't cost any money. They have optional upgrades if you want to upgrade, but that's totally up to you if you want to upgrade. Don't just watch the videos. The first and the second video on the training page, you should do those videos because they're going to get you through the process of getting your 18 free upgrades. And these are lifelong upgrades. So if you stay as a silver or platinum, or you associate, whatever it is, if you've joined and you've upgraded, those are yours for life. The secret, we want to keep you. That's why we give them for life, to keep you around, because we have so many people that rejoin the program saying, you know what, I tried some other programs and I found that I'm in 3 of them, but they're all separate, right? So Worldprofit offers a platform to bring it all into one, and not say don't do those programs, do them, but you can handle all of the leads, all of the follow-up messages. You can use call looping, everything from Worldprofit. So we're like a central location to run your business. And Worldprofit is designed as a business platform. We're not considered an opportunity, because opportunities are a lot different. They're usually single products, maybe 2 or 3 products. We have over 50 different services that we offer. And we have a new service coming out, brand new, built by me and the coding team. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that. Support is here 7 days a week through either our chat system that's online. We have an AI that I am developing more and more that you'll be able to use too. And of course, support. So you just fill out a support ticket anytime that you need help. We're here 7 days a week. We'll be doing support on Christmas Day. Why? Because I watch the Santa Claus parades, I watch the football game or whatever's on. And guess what? My laptop is sitting right there. And it's just so easy for me to reach over and check support. And I do it. Why not? It's fine. So I don't think you'll find too many sites that offer that. If you do, that would be cool, but I don't think so. Make sure you use Gmail for your communications. I hate to say it, but I got an email from one of our providers that said Hotmail is now officially blocking business email. Yeah, everything. So good luck getting through to Hotmail. One of those things, these are shocking things to me that, but they even blocked their own email, because I went in there and their own email was blocked. Imagine that, eh? Hi, I'm Hotmail and I'd like to send you a message. No, it's blocked. Thanks, Microsoft. Proof of the program, the training, the traffic, you're here as a result of it. That's just a fact. That's not, and you know what? When a company's been in business for over 30 years, you have to say to yourself, we got to give them one thing. They're doing something right. Maybe one little thing, but it's enough to power them for 30 years. The first video under support, under your Start Here button or under training, is a very important one to get these things settled. Your commission payout, profile area, how to get support, takes you through kind of the member area, shows you where you can get your freebies, like a diamond rotator, Ruby solos. By the way, all of these things are much more enhanced now because of our brand new refurbished safe lists and exchanges. Okay, so they're all refurbed, they're brand new. Let's talk about them on the next slide. You'll understand the Live Business Center a little bit more, that it's there not only for your support, but for the support of associates that you sign up. They come in there and they can, if they want, chat in their question. And oftentimes they do, and that way we can not only answer their question, but point them towards upgrading, give them a live offer and things like that. The ad tracker is very useful on the top menu. If you're using the advanced ad tracker, it's also brand new. And it's really an upgrade. So all of your links and everything are still in there. We send out a newsletter every day to your associates. And I know some of you really want to send messages about Worldprofit to your associates that you've signed up, but it's completely unnecessary. And honestly, it's a waste of time. We do all of that. If you're going to send anything to your associates, it should be about the other programs that you're in, right? Like that's why we designed the prospect emailer. That wasn't really designed to say to people, oh, did you know you get this with your associate membership? We do all that. Worldprofit does all that. Okay, so keep that in mind. Not saying you can't do it, but you're just overlapping what we're doing. The cool tools on the top menu are great for JITBit, RoboForm, and of course, email management. Okay, they're up there. Get to know that part of your menu. It's called Cool Tools. And if you're if you're using the more modern menu, it's under Biz Builders right here. It's called Cool Tools. You can look around in here for some really, well, cool things. These are things that we use. Okay, so let's get on. Does anybody have any questions so far? I've got my little question and answer up here. Lots of good mornings. I see we've got 21 people in here, which is nice. Notice how when we do chat, when I do my workshop, I show people how many people are in here. I show the questions. Be careful with going into these webinars where it's packed, there's 1,000 people. There might be 10. They don't show you that. They don't show you the questions. They don't show you the list of people, because they're embarrassed. We're not. I expect 20 to 30 people. I've only licensed up to 50. We've been doing this for years. People don't have time on Friday maybe to come in. It's fine. They can just watch it on YouTube later. So, as you know, we have a chat system currently, but again, I was really in this mood this winter to rebuild using my code. So what we did with the chat system last year was we got a company and we paid a cost for their software, which was quite high, and they raised it. So I raised my hand to myself and I said, yes, what would you like, George? And George said, I'm going to reprogram a chat system with my code. And I've done it. It's done except for the administrative area in the member area. Okay, so I'm going to just show it to you. I'll give you an idea of what I've come up with so far, and I think you'll like it. It's very nifty. It can be put on any website that you could add code to. So you can add it to your website. You can add it to WordPress any website where you can add one little line of code. It's just one little line. You don't need headers. You don't need meta tags. You don't need anything. And you can put this line of code anywhere on the page. Okay, as long as it's put in, as code. And it comes up just like this, just very basic. It'll have your picture, and you can customize, this part up here, and you can customize this here, and you can, people can ask questions and say, what is this? I'll just say, what is Worldprofit? And it will send you a little thing saying it's thinking, and then this up here is what you've trained it. Now the training I will do, no problem. It'll all be in there already. So that way, with the older one, that's still up there actually, but I don't want anyone using it anymore. I'm going to transplant everything. It's required a lot of work to train it. This one will be all mine. This is created by myself, and you will be able to, right out of the box, it will work for your Worldprofit business. It will have your links in it to join. Okay, so that's a good thing. You don't have to train it. It's pre-trained. However, if you say to me, hey, I want to train it for my other program, you'll be able to do that right online, right in there. You put in the name of your program, maybe a few details, and it will come out with the training. And you say, I like that training, click, and it's in. Okay, so there's really no copy paste or anything. It's going to be really elegant. It's going to work. And I'll see about, how many you can buy. That way you could have different ones that are trained for different programs. But for me, the aggravation was not only the cost of these other softwares, but mine is free for me. It won't be free. Of course, it won't be free because there's costs involved with training and the API. But I do all of that. That's all in the background. All you do is when you've purchased it, it will work. And it'll give you a line of code. Even if you want it on your whole website, you'll click a button, it'll be there. You don't need to paste any code anywhere or anything. You just say, yeah, I want it on my website, and it'll put it there. Okay. You can put it on your landing pages if you want. What can I say? It's very simple to use. And you can customize it. I'm going to let you customize the colors, things like that. Okay, do you have any questions about it? It is going to be really cool because when you give me input, I can then make some changes to it, enhance it, and turn out. So, things like this, how do I join? How do I join? Things like that, where people will ask that question and it'll be thinking, it's going to think and it's going to say, hey, here's how you join. And it should give you some details on that. Okay, so you see how it's got my link up here, Worldprofit Associates ID 3099. Okay, so that's good to know. It will come up and it'll post that in there so I can join, and it'll pull it up in another tab, and then people can keep asking questions and see their answers. I'll have a copy and paste too if they want to copy it and have it sent to them. That makes sense? Yeah, I want it to be more of something that I would use to not have so many people don't come to these sites and talk to these systems for a long time. They usually ask pretty basic questions. What is this all about? How do I get started? Is it free? Right? That kind of thing, where you get all these questions and people answer them. Now, when people ask questions and you want to keep track of that, I could have those put in a database too. That way you would understand the questions that people are asking and you could train the model better. And again, all you're going to do in the training is you're just going to approve it. You're going to go in and talk to it like a human and say, I want this kind of training, I want this added or whatever, and then you'll hit submit and it will update the training for you. That way you don't have to worry about that kind of a thing. All right. So will we need to add code to other sites? If you wanted, say, a different site, you would just take this line of code and post it. It's a one line. It's a very, very basic. It's just about this long. Yeah, really, really cool. I still have another week of work because I've got to do the admin area, and I want it to be really nice, very easy to use, and something that I would use. And I like simple. I don't like things overly complicated, especially a simple chat widget. Really, it's just sitting there, right? What I'm also planning for the future are popovers, like where you could put a line of code and have a pop-up come up that you've created, right? Something like that on any site. So we're looking good. Things are looking pretty good. Are there any questions about that? Yeah, it is interesting, of course. Yeah. Just so you know, this is the time where you could get multi-year renewals, multi-year upgrades to platinum, prepaid for 1, 2, 3 years. It's all open right now. Just so you know, what you get with the platinum is interesting. You save about $800 on a 1-year prepaid. You'll of course save more on multi-years. And don't worry, we'll be around, going anywhere. You get double your commission, goes to 40%. And you get 100 fresh exclusive leads every month when you do your traffic injections. And Worldprofit Graphics Studio is included. We also have the autoresponder. All right. And all of the store builders, those are included too. Advanced ad tracker, again, which is upgraded. I just have to finesse it a bit, but it's looking really good. Okay, so if you're interested in the end year deal, make sure you put in a support ticket and ask for a quote, because the quote will be based on your status, what you paid and everything like that, and where you're at, all kinds of different things. So I wanted to do a feature today on the multi-commission system. I'm very happy with the system. You can find it under Biz Builders here. These sites have really come a long way since I've worked on them, and you can upgrade your accounts within here. Okay, so if you want to fill out the form, the extreme traffic form, you can, but say that something happened with your account, you don't remember it, you just can't find it, you can always reset and rejoin and upgrade yourself in this area. The really neat thing is I'll just go into here and I'll just log in real quick. And what I think you're going to like about this is the full page ads, for example. Like when you want to put an ad in, you'll notice that there's an editor in here now. Okay, sorry, not that one. Login ads. You'll notice there's an editor in here. And it can be challenging to put ads in here because you want to bold them, and you don't need to convert them to HTML. But you see how I have this here, and it kind of doesn't look very cool, right? So you can, if you want, take this whole thing and copy it. I'll just do this. It came from the ad examples, and go into the member area and pull up the AI assistant, for example, and say, can you do this text ad for me in HTML? Use CSS and highlight what you think should stand out better. And let's make the URL at the bottom, or make the URL a nice red button to grab attention. Here is the ad. So then I always like hitting Shift Enter, and then I paste it in, and then I say, go to it. Let's see what it gives me. So now you can go into the editor and just paste this into the source button, and I'll show you how to do it. Pretty cool. And I just let it go. It's creating a beautiful ad for me that will stand out nicely on the page when people log in. It'll grab their attention better. I don't even know what this is going to look like. I'm just doing it. And you don't need to worry about copy paste, because a little a copy button will come up when it's done. Wow, that looks actually like it's going to be pretty cool. So let's see what it looks like when we're done. Let it roll. Should do a nice button for me now. Hopefully. There it is, little button. So now if you go to the top, you should see a copy button up here. And now I could go back into Traffic Center, and I can say source, and then get rid of the source here. Just boot up, paste that in. You can see, it's made a nice ad for me, right? Looks pretty good, and then you just update it. There you go. And then you just close the browser, and you're all set. Your login ad's all updated. Isn't that nice? So anytime that you have to do a login ad, you can enhance it in the editor. Just ask GPT, can you convert this to HTML and use CSS and make it look good? And the URL you see, turn it into a button and make it red. It'll do it. Oh yeah. See, what GPT and what these AIs need are prompting. Prompting is what I did. You're speaking in English, right? But you're kind of using a few things like CSS, HTML, so it understands. If you didn't say that, you could still just say, well, I'm using an editor, and it needs this in a format for the editor, but just use HTML and CSS. Those are good things to put up here because that's what it understands. Once you say that to it, it goes, oh, okay, I know what he wants, right? Okay, so that's how you do that. The neat thing about this whole system now is there is a daily email, and you can also see your daily email stats. You're not going to get a million clicks on it. I don't even know. This one's very old. It probably didn't even go out. But you'll see a couple of clicks, but it is free. All 18 sites allow you now to send out a daily email, which I would encourage you to do. It goes out to about 250 random members. What will happen this week is you will also receive a receipt telling you that, and it'll have those Sapphire solo ads so that if you're interested in any of those, you can click on them. Okay. You can also convert your credits now for solo ads if you have enough credits. So you need 50,000 points for a solo, and you can see up here, I've only got 10,000, but I can earn credits, right? You can go in and you can surf sites for credits, right? Surf sites for credits right here. And after there, you get 100 credits. I will increase these credits too over time. I'm going to just figure out what works best. And then this takes you to the site. This looks like an interesting one. I like that title, Influencer Marketing School. I wonder what this is. Interesting, isn't it? And for anybody that comes, oh, this is one of our landing pages. No, good for whoever owns smart business. That's cool. That was a good one. See, like, how can people not sign up for this? You get a free package. Ah, yes, that was a good one, Sandy Hunter. Always thinking. So these sites are a decade old. Okay, so this traffic center is 15 years old now. And we've had a lot of members that haven't logged in for well over a year. So I got rid of them. I'm like, but you might say, hey, George, since you removed thousands of members, what happens to their ads? Do you get rid of them? I got rid of them all. I got rid of over 100,000 ads, banners, full page ads, old solos that went out, full page ads, banners, text ads, login ads. I got rid of all of them, over 100,000 gone. So these ads that you see are from real active members. Yes, Luther, good. I couldn't stand it. I was like, it was one of those moments where I said, I'm going to do this. I'm getting rid of these people. So the entries get way more exposure from actual people. And what I will plan on doing is having how many people have logged in. So you can have this right here. I'm going to redo this. This video is the old sites. I will redo a video that will cover all the sites. So the traffic exchanges will be this, and I'll have one for the safe list. So for example, if somebody goes to one of these down here, they will see a separate video. Okay, because these are different sites. Okay, they're different sites because this is the safe list. So you can tell by the drop downs, right? Okay, so they're kind of helps me too because I look at it and I go, oh yeah, I'm in the safe list. Okay, so hopefully you will all like that. You'll enjoy it. These additions will come over time, and you will see that these links and these banners and full page ads are getting extremely good exposure, and should work out pretty good. Are there any questions about that? Got your sent messages. Also, I had people ask, can I click on solo ads when I log in that I might not have checked when I emailed? I will add that. That way you can earn credits for clicking on solos. So what you'll do is it'll go to ads and it'll say, solo ads, and you'll be able to click on them, and you can then click and earn credits for those solo ads that people have sent out. Okay. That should be great. Should be really good. Are there any questions about that? So the mailers are on, everything's on, email confirmations coming, Sapphire Solos will be included. I'll also have new member specials, all kinds of different things. So let's do some promotion. I want people to see how I promote. I go in and I'll go into Biz Builders and I go to Link Magic. And I haven't included any of our safe lists in here, right? But I could have one for ours, but I'd rather show you the external ones. So I launched them here. And you'll notice that it didn't launch all of the tabs. You see that, how it didn't launch the tabs? What I do is I clear my cookies a lot for Worldprofit. So the system will come up and say, do you see this up here, this whole thing? It says pop-ups were blocked because it doesn't trust Worldprofit. So I say, no, you can trust me. I'm okay with that. So now when I click, so I say, let's close the tabs to the right. Now when I click, watch them all open. Okay. So if that happens to you, don't worry about it. It's an easy fix. So this is one of Frank Salinas' sites. I've put that in the top safe lists. He's a great guy. He's done a lot of work on safe lists. He's one of the kind of the inventors of one type of safe list that I use. I like him. He's good. He's a good guy. He's got lots of stuff. There we go. And then I'll just go to the members area up here. And then I can send my mailer out, right? Click on here, and then I can send my mailer out. So that's what you will need to get used to in these types of sites is you log in, you go to the mailer, and then you can send out your mailer. Make sure you add your text ads. Okay, so what I do with JitBit is if I have a banner ad, and let's do this right now. Let's send out a message here. So AD11, AD22. This is just what I do. Make sure you see it cuts that off. You can come up with a shorter thing if you want. I just get rid of that because that's fine. And then there's my details. There's the URL. And then the credits I want to use are 2,000. And I won't email to my downline. They're mostly Worldprofit people, I'm thinking. So anyways, it's going to confirm it, and then it'll let it through. Okay. So I'm queued for the mailing. But now say that I want to place some banners and some text ads and things like that. I don't think we've got them here. We've got setup ads. So you see how it says banner ads, text ads, login ads? Well, this is where I could say, I don't really have a JitBit for a banner ad, and I really don't. So I go over here to my member area, and I can go into my training area and look for banners. And I'm just going to take this one and say, this is the image URL. So I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to pull up my JitBit right here, and I'm going to create a new keyword, and I'm going to call it BA22 because I want the image. Well, no, we'll make it 11. We'll say image first. Banner ad 11 and put that in there. Okay, that's the image. And this one will be the BA22. BA22. And then put that in. Now that's my URL that I want people to go to when they click on the ad. Does that make sense? So now for the text ads, I would go into training and click on ad examples. And all I want is two things for a text ad. I want the subject, which is this one. So I'm going to copy that to my clipboard. I've got a button on my mouse that does that. Go back in here and call it TA11. I don't think I've used TA11 there. And then TA22 would be this, but I can also mask it, which is kind of nice. So it looks like my URL, right? George Kosch. Copy that, go back in here and say TA22. And what you might want to do when you do these things is take out your notepad, and I'm actually going to do this now because I won't remember this, and say banner ads, and then say BA11 equals the image URL. So I go image, and BA22 equals the target. And text ads are TA11, which is the subject, and TA22, which is the URL. Okay, so I keep those handy. Eventually they'll be in my memory, like add11, AD22, that it just sticks after you use it for a while. But if I go back here to this site, now I could say, well, I want to add a banner, and I'm just call the banner name banner1. And remember, BA11, BA22. Done. Checking, make sure the URL is good, and it will probably say, yep, you're good to go. All right, so that worked. Isn't that great? Text ad, TA11, TA22. And we'll see if it took the whole subject. It did. That's fantastic. It's going to check the URL, which is good. See, what he does, he checks it in a frame, so if it blows out of the frame, it doesn't pass, but it passed. And login ads, look at this, solo ads. I can add a solo ad, login ad. And that's, again, I can just use the banner image URL for the login ad, right? So call this LO login ad 1. So the image URL, which just happens to be 11 and BA22. Done. It's going to check it. Isn't this easy? This is work. I admit it. But folks, I used to work on a farm. I've done some real tough jobs. I think maybe that's why I don't mind doing this, because I used to work. I came from no money. I had to work when I was in high school. I worked, and when I was as in the military, I worked, but I didn't have to have an extra job or anything. But yeah, I used to pick worms. Yeah, pick worms on a golf course, and it was kind of fun, actually. Hard on the back though, but that's what you do when you're 17. I used to be a caddy. And I used to sell vacuum cleaners. I sold a lot of them. Okay, so the solo ad is cool, right? I could call the campaign name AD11. Okay, and then the website URL would be AD33 and AD22 for this. But you see how this is really cool? Remember that I had the HTML, and he allows you to do source. Oh, let's see what that ad looks like now. So if I go back to, I wonder if I closed that. It doesn't matter. Watch this. Let's see if we can get to it again. Here we go to the member area. We'll pull up this because it should save everything, right? Like I should see what I had in the past, don't I? HTML ad design. Oh, wow, look at this. So I've still got it in here. So I think I can copy it. Let's see if I can get it into this this thing here. I don't think it's showing me my pop-ups. That's fine. Watch this. We'll go back here. And let's get rid of this. Let's copy it all, delete it, and put in this. I don't know if it'll take it, so we can't be upset if it doesn't. Ooh. No, it didn't take the button or anything, but you know what? That's fine. Powered by CK Editor. It's good. Act now. Whatever. I'm fine with that, right? Actually, the reason it didn't work, I think, no, Filter Queen, Barn, Filter Queen. There we go. So that's back and it's posted, so I can't edit it. But look at, I just put all my ads in here. What did it take me? A couple minutes. So there you go. So that one's done. And then I've got this other mailer that I'm in. And I'm not going to go through this over and over again. I'm just demoing to you folks how this all works, right? So we go down here, and if you want to get to the bottom of the page, just use your bottom button on your keyboard, page down, go into the member area, and there it is. I can use the mailer, AD11, AD22, and I'll just leave it that way, and AD33, 1815, and go. Okay. And there we are. Isn't that wonderful? We're back. We're in business now. This is what we're doing. We're going through and we're going into the business of postings, right? I'm going to fill, log in, go to my member area, submit ads. And then again, I'm just going to do my daily ad every day, log in, send out an ad, go to the ad mailers, and send out an ad. And if the page takes too long to load, just go to another one up here and say, oh, well, I'll handle this one right now. Fill that out, log in. This is a really cool site. Right, so I'm going to use my, so she's changed all kinds of stuff. That's pretty neat. Snapshots of the ad blasters. Wow. Oh, good work. Use the blasters. Colossal blaster. There it is. Out it goes. Another one. This is all for Fast Track. So if you purchase Fast Track, you'll get these leads. I don't get any of these leads. Right. So here's my mailer, 8011, 8022, and 8033. Out you go. Bye-bye. Atlas Safe List, same thing. Just sign in, let it sign in. Profit from free ads, let it sign in. So I'm using RoboForm. Yeah, whatever. Fill that in. This one's logging me in. Oh, this should work there. Log me in. All right. Get me logged in there. Mr. Safe List, one of my favorites. Log in there. And look at me go. What a day. Things are just rolling. So then I kind of go through and I say, well, I've sent that one out. I've sent that one out. Sent that out. Login Spotlight down to 1 second here. And then I can go to my account and I can do a mailing. Right? Send a mail. Boop. And add 33. And it wants me to send 2758. Does anybody have any questions about how these safe lists work? Because they're free. They don't cost anything. Somebody asked me about SEO the other day. And if you want to spend time on SEO, all I can say is make sure you have your title and your meta tags. But honestly, folks, you're not going to win the game by trying to stuff things into your site, having AI create letters and stuff. It's not going to work. Focus on promotion, because these are real people that are reading these ads and they come to your site and they click on your links, as I'll show you. Okay. Username, must be something wrong with that site. So there we go. The everyone mailer. I'll just use an old one, right? Go in here, send a mail out, and there we go. Same thing here. You go through these login ads. That's fine. Then I go into my mailing and I send one out. So I want to send to 1926. Send the ad. And then this is a really good one here. So I'm going to go to the members area. It's going to take me through some more ads, which is fine. This is another one. So I'm just posting away, posting, credit mailer. Says that somebody might have my password. Of course, don't they all? Why would they care? Oh, they might log in and post ads. I don't think so. So 2,000 members, send. And there we go. So, I've sent out everything except for, Mr. Safe, let's confirm my site. This one here, I can go and I can do my posting now. Right, go in there. And I go to my 30,000. I paid for the upgrade for this. I'm going to run a previous ad. Let's find one that got lots of clicks. Look at this free squeeze page builder. Okay, let's do that one. And then we can go send now. off it goes. That's how you promote. So do you think Google's new ad blocker Pi will impact promotions? No, not at all. I don't think so. No, these are people that have signed up for email, and the email comes to your email box, and then you read it and click on the link, and it goes right to the safe list. In our case, it actually logs you in and then shows you the ad for 5 seconds. So I don't think it'll affect anything. Okay, so remember, you can post to all 18 sites in the multi-commission area every day. So make sure you do it. Use Link Magic to put your login details in. So what you can do is you can go to Link Magic up here, and you can create a new button, right? So create a new button, and you can add URLs to that button to log in to your 18 sites. And you can actually put the URL that you get from the multi-commission area and paste it in there. And then it'll auto log you in to all 18 on your browser. And then you can do your promos every day. All right. And to show you that these do work, all you have to do is go up to training here, and I click on my ad tracker, and you can see the clicks coming in. These are legitimate, real clicks from people. The time right now is 9:49, this is Central Time. So people are clicking on my ads from these sites. See, these are all clicks that are coming in. It says right here, 20th of December. And the signups that I get don't go to me, they go to Fast Track. And if you're saying, what Fast Track? Fast Track, and look at this, I already got 119 clicks there. Fast Track is up here. You can get details right there. And this shows you the signups that are coming in, not only from that posting I just did, but these are people that are signing up every single day through ads that I'm paying to run. Because when you pay me for Fast Track, I use that money to pay for these ads that I send out. And it's not only to these sites. I don't only use those sites. I use other sites too. Are there any questions about any of this? We have a spot for one more monitor. So if you're interested, check this out. You get a lot of benefits for signing up. You don't need video anymore. You don't need a headset. You just sit there and type away. Very easy to do. It's right here. I can even show you what it looks like. You come in and you take over duty and you just watch over this. You don't have to rifle off postings. You don't have to do any of that stuff. We're going to just teach you to, do this kind of a thing where you're just answering questions saying, hey, if you need info, go to support. That's all you do if you don't know how to answer. Ray says, ever since I got the hang of this, I've been averaging 2,000. Yeah, and I hope you're getting some signups, Ray. You should be. You should get signups. And Sandy Hunter says, thank you everyone for coming to training. Next Friday will be our last session of 2024. So exciting. But our plans for 2025 and how our members will benefit. We have big plans. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? And just a reminder to monitors, all you do is, instead of typing, click your Windows H key, and you don't have to type. It will type in whatever you say, so I can blather on and answer a question for somebody, and it will come right up in the chat area, and then I can hit send when I'm done talking. Then you click that little button there, and it stops talking. And you can also click here to set it for auto punctuation, which I do. And you can keep this up all the time. See, so say that I wanted to say something else to somebody. Say somebody said, well, how do I get started in this program? Hi, Wanda. It's easy to get started in this program. Just use your top menu and watch the presentation video if you already haven't. It says silver presentation video. Click the button. There it is. No hands. Yeah, you have a bell. Do you see this little thing here that looks like a speaker? Click it. All public messages, sound. Done. Okay. Now when somebody types something in, it would, I have my speaker off, but it'll go bing or whatever it does. I don't know. Yeah, that way if you're working on another computer and you want to hear a sound when somebody types in, you can get the sound. I don't know what text to speech is. I don't know. I've never used this. Play with it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Play with it. Nothing wrong with that. That's good, Tony. I'm just in my workshop right now showing people how all these neat gizmos with our chat system works. I don't type very much, folks. Yeah, Windows, click your Windows key and H key at the same time. Okay. Welcome all. All right, are there any other questions? I think we're getting close to the end here. Yeah, and don't forget to clear messages, just like that. You can do that in here. Just click clear messages and it'll pop out. I don't even know what this is. What's pop-out menu mean? Oh, I guess you can pop this out. Oh, isn't that handy? I didn't know that. See, I'm learning too, folks. I don't know how all of this stuff works. I did not create most of the system. I created the CSS and the wrappers and everything, but I pay for the API through another. So you can actually pop this out and move it to another screen if you wanted, right? Move it over here. Crazy. This is just unreal. Wow. So I got it on my other screen now. I did not know that. That's good to know. What happens when I close the window though? Oh, it rebuilds itself. Oh, well, you know what? There you go. Isn't that fun? I did not know that. I didn't know that you can pop this darn thing out. And what do we got in here? What can we do? I don't care about the usernames. Show character. I don't care about that. Display message in chat when users join or leave. Oh, then I would know when. No, I wouldn't do that. This is good enough. Look at that. You can change your language. That's pretty cool. There you go, folks. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. We're on here if I missed anything, and I promise you that chat system, I'll have that done sometime next week for sure. And you'll see, it'll be really cool. It's gonna work great. Okay, folks, talk to you soon, and have a great weekend.